Shout to all my lost boys, we rowdy. Shout to all my lost boys.
The Mexican-American War.
Hello everyone, I am a Mexican. Did you know that the cities of Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, and California were actually our territory at first? The stupid Americans just took them away from us in our war. Here's how it went. So in the year 1846, which is when the Mexican-American War broke off, our country and the United States were in very different conditions. Let's go back to the American Revolution and the Mexican Revolution. When the Americans revolted against the British, the external conditions were good. The war for independence took place when the French and the British rivaled each other, and so they were able to obtain funds, alliances, and recognition. They also had skilled political leaders who were ready to face challenges of forming a new state. Due to such advantageous conditions, the Americans were able to solve their conflicts, adjust to a self-sufficient country, and become economically important in just around 5 years. Mexico, however, had their war for independence put adverse external conditions. The war took place when the Napoleonic Wars were taking place elsewhere. Due to this, when we gained independence, a conservative movement was made in which the recognition of new countries in the Americas was not favored. In addition, most of the Mexican leaders who survived the war were men of great talent with no political experience. These conditions made Mexico struggle in all aspects. Along with the advantageous conditions, the Americans also had the sense of manifest destiny. In the 19th century, the Americans shared the idea of manifest destiny, in which the Americans were destined to spread their territory. It was a sense of mission to redeem the old world by high example, generated by the potentialities of a new earth for building a new heaven. These factors gave the Americans the confidence and reason to attack Mexico. On April 25, 1847, the U.S. Army attacked Mexico. We had dozens of wars until September 14, 1847. On September 13 and 14, U.S. won victory under General William Worth. In this combat, the cruel, merciless Americans killed or captured around 3,000 Mexican troops. The Mexican army and government were in chaos. They were convinced that the struggles were not worth losing lives and property. Mexican politicians completely surrendered in the early hours of September 14. The Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, in which U.S. required more than 500,000 square miles of Mexican territory, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, and California, was signed on February 2, 1848.
First of all, the location of the Panama Canal is very important. It's located above Colombia and under Costa Rica. Yes, you're right. The worm-shaped weird piece of land that connects North and South America. The reason why it's so important is that it allows ships to travel between the Atlantic and the Pacific Ocean. Or else, they would have to go all the way around the south tip of South America, which is basically traveling half of the horizontal length of the Earth. So from a long time ago, many countries attempted to build a canal in Panama so that traveling and trade could be easy. The French were the first to attempt building a canal in Panama in the 1880s. But the country that actually succeeded was the United States. The damn United States who always intrudes in everything. So the United States proposed a plan to build a canal across Panama. But then Colombia, who had the territorial rights of Panama, rejected the plan, thus making the US to think of another evil plan B. Their plan was to help the Panamanian people to revolt and start the revolution that led to the independence of Panama in 1903. So then, the Panamanian people had to do something in order to repay the US for helping them, right? Panama signed the Ibanao-Barilla Treaty with the US, stating that the US gets to build a canal and also own the territory around the Panama Canal, which divided the country of Panama into two ragged pieces. The Panama Canal was successfully built from 1904 to 1914, and once the canal was complete, the Canal Zone, which was the official name for the US territory in Panama, caused political tension in Panama throughout the 1900s. In the later 20th century, anti-American riots arose, and it was not until 1999, December 31st, that the United States returned all its territorial rights of Panama to its original owner. Hello, I'm a regular citizen of Mexico. If I were to talk about the Mexican Revolution, I would first start talking about President Porfirio Diaz. Honestly, I don't really like him. He is the one who triggered the Mexican Revolution through his dictator rule that angered the citizens of Mexico. Well, actually, he was an okay leader at the beginning because he improved the quality of life in Mexico politically and economically. He strengthened the government, army, and the police force, which got rid of the crime big time. And he also industrialized the country by building the highways, railroads, telegraph lines, oil fields, and rejuvenating the mining industry. Then why would I hate him so much? Well, the ones who got the most benefits from Diaz's reforms were, of course, the people in power. We, the regular citizens, were rather miserable under his rule. He promoted the growth of industry but neglected the farmers and peasants. Under his rule, there were few families who were wealthy and educated. Many had no homes, and land was unfairly distributed, as farmers couldn't occupy their lands unless they are. Moreover, the new generation of Mexican intellectuals who wanted to engage in politics couldn't do so due to President Diaz's strict government system. President Diaz was a dictator who cheated in elections and broke laws for his own advantages. That's when leaders such as Francisco Madero, Emiliano Zapata, Francisco Pancho Villa, and Pascual Orozco joined with the farmers and started a revolution.
Hello, I'm a Brazilian. It's not a very proud thing to belong to the only South American country to be directly involved in World War I. But hey, we did not want to be involved either at first. At the beginning of the war, we were officially neutral, just like the rest of the South American countries were. But the stupid Germans got on our nerves.
Breaking news! Our ship, Rio Branco, was attacked by Germans. Although there were no Brazilians on the ship,
And there was a British flag stuck on it.
but still,
It matters.
This is CNN Breaking News.
breaking news!
Our ship
Panama,
got attacked.
again!
Again!
We were just delivering coffee.
To neutral countries.
But what the heck?
We got attacked.
Ah,
Huh.
This is CNN Breaking News.
breaking news! The German houses and stores are all burning down.
The angry demonstrators are burning all of German properties.
Oh no, here they come!
Ah! MJ! MJ! On October 24, 1917, we finally declared a war to the Axis, particularly the Germans. And guess what? We won!